right time, right people, right connections. जो हम सुधार सकते हो वो तो हम सुधारे. Wow, man, this is really good. Right. If you want to grow, if you want to make something big, you need to have a good team. When money goes out of the pocket, it pains. So I don't want to be a storyteller in this, but blaming things on others is very easy. Hello.
Hello.
Your network is your net worth. Everyone is talking about networking, but no one is talking about the next step after that.
Welcome to ValueMetrics.tv, powered by ValueMetrics.ai, where we speak to extraordinary leaders who are transforming our country. And our today's guest is Mr. Dhruv Jolly. Welcome, Dhruv. We are so excited to have you here today.
Hi, Pooja. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for having me as a guest here on your podcast.
Can you please introduce yourself to our guests?
Yeah, so myself, Dhruv Jolly. I've been working in digital industry and developing businesses since last 8 years. Been a founding part of couple of startups who have scaled to India level, and some of them have scaled to international also. Also been a founder to my own agency where we used to do digital marketing and branding for small businesses. After that, COVID hit. People were all about global businesses, global networking, and meeting new people. I also went into that way when then I realized that after 6 months that I'm meeting so many people, but I don't think so that I'm even in contact with any one of the person who I met in the last 6 months. There's a big gap that everyone is talking about networking, but no one is talking about the next step after that. Around that time, I was listening to a podcast only. I don't remember the name of the lady, but she was a celebrity lawyer. She told one thing that I don't want 1,000 contacts on my phone. I want 100 contacts, but that 100 contacts should be in touch with me. And that's where our another part of the journey of Tap On started. And that's what we are doing.
Wow, that's very interesting. So, Dhruv, what is the role that you play in Tapon?
I am as a founder on the designation role, but otherwise my role is just to have right people at the right place. I wanted to do everything by myself. Right. But eventually that doesn't happen. If you want to grow, if you want to make something big, you need to have a good team. You need to rely on them to do things.
So, how hard it has been, or how easy it has been for you to move your leadership style from a direct involvement role to a delegation role?
See, I wouldn't say it was very easy or it was very hard. From my failed startups, some of the successful startups, and from my previous this 8 to 10 years of experience, blaming things on others is very easy. Taking actions and responsibilities on ourselves is something which is difficult, which normally a lot of people fail to understand also. जो हम सुधार सकते हो वो तो हम सुधारे. Why might be possible I was micromanaging everything, and that's where important things where I was needed was missing, and that's where I started investing my whole revenue or my whole energy into getting the right team. I did a whole tree from tech point of view to business point of view to marketing. Till now, that tree is with me, and I keep cutting as I find people.
If I may ask, how did you find these people?
Luck was by my side, our stars was working for me. That somehow through here and there, I keep getting people, keep getting right talents, and then they aligned our vision and all. One of our hire, she actually met us for the first time when she came for a collab for the UGC content. I was like, if you are able to manage your own social media at a big scale, why don't you join us and manage my team, my social media too? Like sitting at office, you won't find the right people. If you say that I have kept posting on social media, I have a portal on Naukri.com, still I'm not able to find good people. No.
It's very interesting. So Dhruv, this is where I think it'll be very interesting to have this conversation. That how does Tap On specifically, or these smart cards that you have developed, how are they going to change the networking landscape?
Your network is your net worth. 2 years back, if someone used to ask me about a portfolio and all, I used to send them 10 links. And that was a very lethargic thing to have it, right? On my WhatsApp or on my email that I have 10 links to check it out. Rather than that, what we did is that it's all the 10 links, but when you are sharing it to anyone, you don't have to send 10 links. You add all the links in our platform and just send a one link, which looks more clean, more minimalistic. And the person knows that, okay, if I want to check her Google, I don't have to check his Insta. I can just click on Insta and check it. When we started, people like, bro, how will you survive NFC? No one knows NFC. People are not gonna adopt it. They're still used to that physical cards and everything. Last August, we did a event with MP government, right, where we gave 600 nodal offices our cards, and everyone appreciated it. Last week, we met Mr. Abhishek Singh, who is the CEO of Digital India. I never thought in my dreams also that I would get a chance to meet with him. Right time, right people, right connections. And you don't know where the life can take it along.
So I have another question on that. What is an NFC card and what does NFC really mean?
NFC is a near field communication, right? When we were child and they were, that go-kartings or that game zone where we used to get that pre-wallet cards and everything. Those all work in this NFC and RFID tech. RFID is limited to a hardware. NFC is open to any hardware.
So I have another question on that. This is something that we all have seen in person, and this is a real time example as well. Let's say I met Dhruv. He had tapped a card on my phone. I saved your contact information. I came home. Now I do not remember your name. I just remember there was a person who gave a digital card to me, but I cannot remember who that person is. So how do you tackle those challenges?
So how human psychology work is that they have that professional keyword mentioned into the contacts. There was a guy who was working into smart cards. There was a guy who was working into content development, or I would say there was a girl who was working into corporate wellness and everything, right? This is something which came as a feedback from our customer. If anyone saves my number, there's a bio option on my app. That bio is something where you can add your professional keywords to have it optimized. So if someone saves my number and tomorrow they search by smart cards or smart, my name will come up.
It's very interesting, how you've also used the human behavior, specifically now that we have AI and we have emerging tech, and things are getting transformed every single day. So where do you see is the future of networking headed?
Future of networking is definitely headed with these smart cards and the smart tech and everything. At the end, it's the purpose of giving our users a better way to connect and to share their information and to grow themselves. Once they start growing by themselves, automatically these adoptions comes into place, right? Say for example, when Paytm and everything come, I was listening to some financial podcast and they're telling you Paytm कौन use करेगा, किसी को आता नहीं है and everything. Coming to this 6 years after, a street vendor or a food vegetable vendor who is having a cart will also accept Paytms, be it 10 rupees or be it 100 rupees. Everyone should shift to smart networking, but yes, if they want to have the best system for their networking and growth, they should come to Tap On.
For people to completely switch to smart networking like this, I mean, there has to be a bigger push. There has to be some sort of a necessity. So how do you feel the market adoption is going to vary or differ in your journey?
You have to print your physical cards. It's just that you were printing 100 of the cards before. With Tap On card, you just have to print 10 to have it. Like say, even if we use Paytm, we still carry cash, right? Slowly, step by step, adoption to smart networking will be more. And then, paper cards and paper brochures and everything will come to a 10 to 12% or 15% of the usage happening around there. Technology adoption, I believe, is something which makes you more efficient. For example, I want to get a visiting card done for someone from my team. I will have to spend at least couple of thousand rupees to get the card done, or the brochures and everything done. After 3 months, she or he gets promoted or they resign. That is waste for me. And in business, we say that money saved is money earned. When we started, there were people who were asking, boss, what is NFC? Is it a payment card and all? Now the message have shifted to, hi, I want an NFC standing. Hi, I want a NFC tap on card. And this makes us feel proud that, okay, now people are aware about NFC also and they want tap on cards with NFC.
So, Dhruv, you specifically give an example where you're not trying to completely change somebody's behaviors. Right now, it's just, it's helping people save each other's contact information, their phone directly. So, that is one way of efficiency. What's next? How do you feel that maintaining that human relationship and increasing efficiency, how much notches up can you take it?
Say you went to an event and you met 15 people. Now you shared your details to them. You got their details to you. Okay, both the details are done. You are connected on social media and everywhere also. But now what's next? So that is where our AI is gonna come up. It will judge the personality from the details shared by you. And then my AI will create a custom introduction message to our users, which they can send it to the other person on any platform they want to connect. Now, say if I met you, a lot of people are very awkward or introvert. I will be thinking that, okay, Pooja is an HNI. What should I message to her? It should be my first impression. So it should be a very good message. And a lot of time in just that drafting the message, people get involved into other works and they leave it. This is where my AI, if that AI have drafted the message, you just have to click and send. Again, said that no matter how much tech comes in, physical and that human touch won't go.
So Dhruv, when specifically the tech and the overall landscape and the ecosystem is changing at such a fast speed that anything you do today becomes obsolete within a year. So how do you build a roadmap in a ecosystem like this?
So whatever you are building, you have to build it in a vision that what will happen in 3 years, what will happen in 4 years. So like when we started Amazon, people were not searching digital keywords. NFC was not in their keyword only. So the Amazon team came to me and said that, "Ki, sir, apan kyun kar rahe? It's a waste of time, right?" I'm like, boss, if you start building from today, in 6 months later, which is now, when people search for keywords like NFC card, my brand will be on the top. We started building the brand from last year's start. Today, when these excitement is happening, when things are happening, they're not coming that we need a smart digital card. They're coming with we need a tap on card, right? There are some of the customers who said that, oh, by mistakenly we wanted to buy tap on card, but we bought another card. Now we are throwing that off and we are coming to you guys. 2026, that is the time when my brand will be on the top.
Right, right, right. Before we leave, I would love if you can share your 2 cents to young entrepreneurs who are still trying to start their journey, specifically in the product space.
Build a team who you don't want, you don't have to micromanage it. Very simple. Be open to comments and user feedbacks and always have a do the work from today, but have a vision that okay, I want to solve the problem which is gonna happen in 3 years.
Great, great, great. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, Dhruv. It has been an absolute honor talking to you. And I had so much fun talking about product and networking and how you're trying to create these small behavior matches. It's tremendous. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dhruv.
Perfect. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye bye.